Let me turn off my phone. Hi, I want to talk about meeting men, right? Monique had here, hey, all that good stuff. So I want to talk to you today about meeting men because what has happened is that I sent an email out to my community. I surveyed my community, over 15,000 women, and I have gotten the survey results back. And so one thing that I know, the biggest challenge that you're struggling with right now is meeting men, meeting quality men, meeting a commitment-minded man, um, just finding someone like that's the biggest challenge is meeting men. And so today, I want you to know that you can meet men and you don't have to be the prettiest woman at all. And I want to share with you four. I was just thinking about this, four tips to help you meet men, especially when you feel invisible, when you feel like you're not an Instagram model, when you feel invisible, right? So this is really important. Um, and let me just get into it. And this is in order of importance, okay? I'm just gonna jump right in. So, number one is that when it comes to meeting men, you have to have a vision. I feel as though some women have this sort of robotic type approach to meeting men, and it can be very natural. Just like men abound. They're all around you. They're doing the same things that you're doing. They're out running errands. They're going to the places that you go to do grocery shopping, to get your car fixed, to go out to parties. They're around you. Okay. The big, and I'm all over the place, but the big thing that I've noticed is that women want to meet a man in a certain type of way at a certain date at this place, and it's not going to work in your favor. And number one, that's controlling, and number two, um, I'll leave it at that. That's a controlling mindset. And you don't want to be like that. You want to be a woman who's in control without controlling. And so that's why I'm going to give you these four tips right now. Okay, so number one is that you do have to have a vision. You have to understand what type of man do you want, and are you the woman who is ready to receive that man anyway? So you want to not have a goal, but really tap into what it is that you desire. Like, what's the lifestyle that you want to live? Think about the person that you can really build a life with. Where I am right now at this phase of my life, especially after having given birth, is that I'm visioning. I'm visioning for the next phase of me. So my thing is, okay, what is it going to take for me to become and be a black woman millionaire with a hot and happy marriage, three lovely, responsible, self-sufficient, independent thinking children who respect and honor their parents with a banging ass body? That's my vision. And so what I'm thinking about is, okay, Monique, well, what would it take? Who do I have to become? I want you to ask yourself, what would it take? And who must you become in order to get the man that you want, whatever that man is, okay? Whoever he is. So number one is that you have to have a vision. Number two is that you have to have an abundant mindset so that you know that options are available to you. Because when I tell you, girlfriend, that men are out there, they're watching you and they're waiting for you, no matter what the landscape looks like, men want you. They're looking for you. Okay, and I know that it may seem like there are a lot of players out here, or there's so many more women out here than men. All that stuff don't even matter. You want to have an abundant mindset, and when I say abundant mindset, what I mean is that you have no fear, no lack, no fear of loss, no lack, so that you can continue to grow and to produce and to think about the trajectory and just continue to build upon the momentum that you already have. Okay, so in order to keep this abundant mindset. And when I say abundant mindset, it's the belief that you have options no matter what. Period. Abundant mindset, period. So one of the ways that you can begin to booster or bolster this abundant mindset is to think about the things in your life that you've wanted and you've gotten. So I told you about the mind visioning that I've been doing, and I was just thinking to myself, like, Monique, you get what you want. Like, you go for it and you get what you want. And luckily, I remember having done the DISC assessment, the DISC assessment, and faith is one of my positive traits. Like, I just have uncompromising, unwavering faith. And in some areas of my life, my faith is stronger than other areas. Okay. And that's something that I have to constantly bolster and work on. But I begin to see that my beliefs are mirrored back to me, and I begin to collect the evidence that what I want is possible for me and it's happening. And that's what I want you to begin to do. Okay. If you feel like you're not meeting men, your beliefs are going to be mirrored back to you. If you feel and you believe that men are out there, they're waiting on you, they want a woman in their life, right? Because they want their spiritual standard to be raised. They want to build a family. They really want something good. But the landscape is really different right now. I will say that. And when I say the landscape is different, what I mean is that with the online dating scene, with sex being so easily available, with um, just so many game plan, and it's almost like really a lack of authenticity that exists right now too. You just, I don't know. It's like, but it's nothing new, right? It's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. It's just more visible, really, with the internet and social media. This stuff has been going on since for ages. It's just that we get to see more of it. Okay, so number one, you have to have a vision. Number two, you have to have an abundant mindset, and that is the most important thing that I would say is really having that abundant mindset. No fear, no lack, no fear of loss, no fear of loss of momentum. Okay. Number three is that you got to look the part. You got to look the part. You don't have to be the prettiest woman, but you do have to have an abundant mindset, and you do have to feel like do what you can do to bolster your confidence. This is more for you than about the man, because don't get me wrong, men are aesthetic creatures, and your looks is what is going to draw him to you. It's a part of it, but it's also the energy that you give out. Okay, so do what you can do, and do what you want to do in order to boost your hair. With that, boost your hair. Make sure your hair is good. That's important. But boosting your confidence so that you can tap more into your feminine allure, and you have belief that what you want is possible, and it's out there for you. Okay, so let me also say this. This is not about, when it comes to meeting men, it's not about, oh, I'm going to go out my house, I'm going to get dressed up for the purpose of meeting men specifically. Never that, because once you do that, you're already at a loss. You don't go out for the purpose of meeting men. You go out of your house the way that you live your life, and you look good doing it. That's it. You live your life and you look good doing it. That's all I'm going to say, because the word to the wise is sufficient. The last thing is that after you have your vision, after you've been practicing your abundant mindset, if this is something that you feel that you need work on, this is what I help my clients to do. Usually in the Feminine Allure Academy, I've been getting a lot of emails about this. I want you to know, here's a little side plug. I want you to know the way that I work with clients is primarily in my signature program, which is the Feminine Allure Academy. It is a 12-month commitment. It's a 12-month training program that's dedicated to helping single women of faith who are ready for a relationship and teaching you how to discover and activate your feminine allure and your feminine influence. Okay. It's not open right now. If you want information about maybe getting on the wait list, go ahead and click on the link below. You're going to get a complimentary video series, and then that would also send you to my email list. And that's the way that I communicate with my tribe. Okay. So that won't open until next year, 2019, but there are other offers that are coming down the pipeline that I'll make available to women in my community. Okay. So that's just that. So vision, abundant mindset, make sure you look the part. And number four is that you have to be able to send out those signals, right? Some people call them choosy signals. I like to say they are attraction signals. And the primary way for a woman to let a man know that she's interested, and to let the man know that he has permission to come over and approach you, you have to be able to give eye contact. And this is so big for women. Like, it's something very small, but it can be really difficult because eye contact is very intimate. So what you can do is that you want to practice. Like, I had to practice looking at myself in the mirror, giving myself eye contact. If you haven't tried it, try it, because it's really intense. That's the best way. In your everyday, just as you're going about your conversations when it comes to the people at the cafe, when you're ordering food at the restaurant, practice giving eye contact. Not so much to the point where you're like burning a hole in someone's eye or someone's face, but really, if you can hold it for 3 seconds, that is a great start. All right. So I want to leave you with this information. If there's 2 things that I want you to take away from this video, number one, it's that you want to have an abundant mindset when it comes to meeting men, because they're out there, and girlfriend, they are waiting on you. All right. They're waiting for you to step up to claim their place so that you can add value to them. And that you two can build together and create healthy, holistic families in the earth. And, abundant mindset. Oh, and when it look the part, live your life and look good while doing it. Okay. My name is Monique Head. If you want more of this information served you, go ahead and like the video if you like it, and do me a favor, share this video with just 2 women that you know, because when a woman shares, she adds value to another woman's life. She adds value, period. All right. So I hope this information served you. I'll see you next week in the next video. Take care and God bless. Bye.